Hello guys, welcome to the JavaScript tutorial, and today we'll discuss about prototype and prototype inheritance. So what is prototype? It is basically when we see any array or object or function or string, everybody has their inbuilt property and it is called prototype. The prototype is an object and the prototype has also their own prototype. Okay, and this is called prototype chain. So the prototype chain ends when the prototype has null value of its own prototype. मतलब प्रोटोटाइप चेन ends होते जब प्रोटोटाइप का अपना प्रोटोटाइप वैल्यू null हो जाए. So whenever we'll declare an object and if we'll try to access an property from the object, then the JavaScript engine try to find out if that property is available in the object or not. If it's not available, then it will try to search in the prototype chain. But whenever we'll try to access object prototype, then we have to use underscore underscore proto underscore underscore. So now we can discuss with some example object prototype. Okay, let's declare one object. Now if you'll see this object structure, then you can see the name is there. Then you can see this object has own property called prototype, and this prototype also an object. Inside that we can see one property also proto. This underscore underscore proto means it will just try to check if this property is not there inside the object, then the JavaScript engine search in this proto and it will go inside again the proto. But in here it is null. That means the prototype chain ends here. And the JavaScript engine found okay the proto is null. That means the JavaScript engine will stop the searching for the property. Okay. Now I'll just describe how function property looks like. Now you can see how the prototype of function behaves. Okay. So basically, if you just mouse over on the call, then you can see the function has also inbuilt property that is prototype. Okay. And this prototype is an object we have discussed before. If you click on that, then we can see okay this is the also prototype has having. And if you search for the photo again, then this is object again. Then if you search for the photo, this is null, right? So this is how the function prototype behaves. Now we'll discuss about the string prototype. String string console.log str. So now I'm checking how the string prototype behaves, right? But in this debugging, I can't show you. But if I'll do like string dot then proto, then you can see what is giving basically. So it's a string object, right? In this object, we can see all the string methods has been defined, and so it will just check, okay, this the prototype has an object or not. Then the same way it will try to find out that method is inside in the string prototype or not. If it doesn't find out in anywhere, then it will return okay undefined. So that how the string prototype works. Now we'll discuss about the how array prototype works. That's how the string prototype works. Now we'll discuss about the uh, array prototypes. Okay, array file discuss. uh, Now I just console.log, then I'm giving array. Okay. See, this is an array. The array has also prototype. In the prototype we can see all the array methods has been defined. If we'll define a method of an array, if that method is not present in the prototype, then it will search inside the prototype again, and inside that also like it will go and check if it's present or not. So in that way, it will try to find out until unless it is finding null. Now we'll just do some example with the prototypes. Let's do something. Let object, then I'm giving here name Krishna. Okay. Now if I'll check this object and do the proto, okay, that's all right. In the proto, if I'll try to get some like get name, then if I'm writing a function here, okay, then you can see just console dot log, then this dot name. Okay. Uh, Now we'll see what is objects basically. Object has a name Krishna. Now see the get name function is not defined here. If you'll go inside, then you can see the get name function is the defined in the prototype. That means JavaScript engine try to find out, okay, the get name is not here of this object, then it will try to find out in the prototype chain. Now we can see the get name is there. Now if I'll search object, okay, dot get name, okay, it is giving me the result Krishna. Okay, so we can add some property or methods to the prototype so that like whenever we don't have that method in any browser, or so we can use that concept so that it will not throw any error. Now if I'll discuss something like function with the function the person, okay, and in here I'm just describing a name, then this dot name equals to name. If you just try to create a constructor function, call this function like c equals to new person, and in here I'm giving p capital, this is person, now I'm passing Krishna. Okay, so if I'll do the person, then if I'll do the prototype, so if I'll give some get name, also method, and in here I'm just passing console dot log this dot name. Okay, now if you'll see c dot get name method, we can see what is giving in this result. It's giving me Krishna. That means it's fine, right? Now I'll discuss about like what is the benefit of using prototype in this constructor function, because whenever we're creating the constructor function, then we're just going through this process, right? Because every time they have to come this person, they have to create their own property, and we can access that property also from that instance object. But in here you can see I have created c and c1, so both are going through this constructor function and they are creating their own properties. But whenever we'll create this, that means it's calling this one, it will just taking some memory, but the prototype get name, it will be called only one time. That's all. How many times I'll just create instances, it doesn't matter, it will just call one time. So basically it is saving the memory. So now we'll discuss about the prototype inheritance. Inheritance means whenever we try to inherit some properties from one object to another object. We have discussed already in the class session. In the class we understood how the inheritance works, right? So we have used the extends keyword to inherit the property from one object to another object. But how can we use the prototype inheritance concept? Because previously we don't have the class, so that time we have used the prototype inheritance concept to inherit the properties. Okay, suppose I have created one constructor function name is the person. Okay, uh, the person has the name, this dot name equals to name, and the age, this dot age equals to uh, age. Okay, and also it has one property like get name, get, now print name. Okay, in this property we can see we can use this like console dot log then we can use this dot name. Yeah. So in that person, in basically it's creating. Okay. Now I'll create another uh, constructor function that is like, okay, doctor. So I want to inherit this person properties, and with that I just will write the this dot type, this dot profession equals to profession. Okay. Now if I'll do let d equals to new doctor. Now if I use d dot uh, proto equals to p. Okay. Now you can see what is that d right now have. Name is not defined. Okay. Name, then age. In here we'll give it correct. So it has the proper. Okay, we'll see it here basically. Then we can understand. Uh, so this is the doctor. What it gives, we can see. The profession is undefined because I didn't pass anything. But if you'll go inside the prototype chain, we can see it has the person in object. In here we can see the age, name, print name is all the properties we have inherited from the person in. So if I discuss some uh, object one, then the name Krishna, and it has own function that is print name. In here I'm giving function here console.log, then my name is this dot name, this dot name. Okay. Now there is an object 2 also, object 2, and in here I just given the name Sachin. Okay. Now basically what happens if I'll use this object 2, then proto, then I'm using object 1. I'll do one thing. The object 2 dot print name at 11. Let's see. Just see, my name is Sachin is giving, so that basically the property of object 2 has been derived from the object 1, right? So basically it's inheriting all the properties from the object 1. So इसमें क्या है, प्रिंट नेम है, इसमें प्रिंट नेम नहीं है, बट जब हम लोग प्रोटो के साथ इसको असाइन किए, that means whatever the properties of object 1 is there, it is going inside. Okay, इसका अंदर जा रहा है प्रोटोटाइप का अंदर. तो हम लोग क्या कर रहे हैं, जब इसको object 2 dot print name से इसको बुला रहे हैं ना, then it's calling these things. We can see with the Chrome console. Okay, let's see with the Chrome console. uh sorry, object 2, object 2. You can see the object 2 has the property Sachin. Fine, right? Inside, if we'll go inside the prototype, then we can see the name also there and the print name also there. Okay, because whatever the properties object has, this one, all the properties is gone inside the proto, means it is inheriting all the properties of object one. That's how the prototype inheritance works. We can write in this way also, written in this way, right? We can write in this way like proto, then I'm giving object one. Okay? My name is Sachin. In this way also we can write to inherit the properties. I think we have covered the prototype and the prototype inheritance in detail. If you guys don't understand, then please let me know. We'll discuss further. And thank you for watching the video. Please subscribe and we'll meet you in the next session.